All right, we have the penny mat out today because we got a box of wheat pennies. Yes, this is a box of wheat pennies. It came from an online purchase. And there is a bunch of them. 1,000 wheat pennies. Yep, 1,000 of them. Let's get into this. Grab my books, but here you go. Here's my invoice. I paid $50 something for this. $55, and shipping was $10 basically, so I paid 60 bucks. 65 bucks for this. But there are supposed to be 20 rolls. All they sent me. We hope that you're completely satisfied with your purchase, suck up. And give me a number to call if I'm not. But there they are. They're all machine rolled. And we'll get into them and make sure they're all Wheaties. All right, I'm going to get into them. I'll go grab my books. I'll be right back. All right, so I got my Warman book and my Whitman book. I'm going to empty out these pennies. Oh, and try not to throw them all over the place. There's a few of them. We're going to count them up. There should be 20 rolls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we definitely got what we paid for. I've got my handy dandy magnifying glass so I can see dates and such. I've got my Rob Finds Treasure map. We're going to be looking for some 55 P's. Look for the double dive verse. 36 P's if we find any. Double dive verse. We got, of course, any key dates we can find. Or semi-key dates. I'm not expecting to find a lot. These are, it says they're unsearched, but we all know that unsearched just means that that person didn't search the whole gaggle that they bought from somebody else who already searched them. So we'll see what we can find. And I also have one other one that I bought. I'm going to start off with this one. This is a single roll. I bought this roll. I paid a lot more than I wanted to for this roll. But then I found this other one. So we're going to start off with this roll right here. I know it's got a 40 on one end. And I saw a 40 on the other end as well. This was from a different seller. See what happens. We'll start with this one. I'll go ahead and just pour them out. It's really, they're just Wheaties. Alrighty. So, setting these out, we're going to start. I'll start by separating them by decade, and then we'll go from there by year. Okay. A little bit of light on the subject. That's a 44. Probably should do them every 5 years. That's a 58D. Alright, that one. I thought I saw one that was damaged. There's one that's damaged right here. Let's see if that's anything special. 54D, and it's beat up. So we know that one's not any good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stack these up and set them up by year. And I'll get right back with you. Okay, well, we got what you'd expect. Actually, a little less than I'd expected. I would have expected to get a token 30 thrown in here. That's our pile of 40s. There's a couple 40s, D's in here. But most everything's Philadelphia 40s. I think there's 3 or 4 D's. I'll check those against the book. I'm not very... probably not going to do any upgrades or anything. And here's a pile of the 50s. A lot larger. A lot of D's. No S's. No 55p, so just that one beat up coin. So this one right here that I paid for to do, I wouldn't buy it, go back to this seller again. I bought this on Amazon, so I definitely wouldn't go back to this seller again, just because they're straight up garbage. I mean, no offense, if I find one that fits my book, it's just because I didn't happen to have 2 of them. So I'll go ahead and go through this, and I'll get right back with you before we start those. All right, in the Whitman's book, I found a replacement and a 47 and a 47S that can fill up a space. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them loose. I'm going to go check the Warman's book now for those. So far out of that first roll, I got 3 replacements. But I still have 50 other pennies to go through to see if I want to keep those. So I'm not putting those in the book just yet. All right, now into the better book, bigger book. The Warman's book, however you want to call it. I might take that 47S and bring it into this. This seems to be the better book. All right, so we need a 55S, which I didn't get. 54S, no, didn't get that S. Didn't get any of that. 49D, did not get. 48, 47S, that's in the other book. Didn't get a 46S, didn't get a 45S. Did I get a 44D? Don't think I did. Let me look real quick. I did get a 44D for this book. 42D or S, did not. 41, 40 S, did not get a 40 S. I got a 40D, I believe. Yep. All right, so that's what we got. So we pulled 4 pennies out of the first 50. Not bad, believe it or not. Better than I thought, but that's just because these books aren't very full. All right, on to the next one. I think I'm going to start with these since they're already laying down. And if I can get a tripod over here or somebody to hold this. Are you busy this second? As soon as the wife gets over, she's going to watch. We're going to do one roll. We'll do one roll live, and then we'll go from there. I like this roll, though. This roll has a good looking back. We don't know. All right, so the roll we're looking at has wheat cent on that side and a 40-something on this side. Now, again, I'm not expecting, like I said, these are pre-searched. I'm sure they're probably, hopefully there's some 30s in here, or maybe an occasional teen or 20 in here as well.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And I'm not as good as all these other fancy dancy coin roll hunter people with opening these. However they come out is how they come out as far as I'm concerned. Oh, there's a couple nice new ones. Nicer, shinier ones in there. This roll already looks better than the last one. All right, so we're gonna try to take a look. She's gonna put it over. I'm gonna try to put them down here. I'll slide them one at a time down here. Spread this out a little bit. All right, that's a 56D. That's a smooth one. Look right there. That's real smooth. That might be old. That's a 15. Make sure I'm gonna pull this up and take a good look at it. That's a very slick, but that is a 15. So right there, we've already gotten a better coin out of these rolls that I paid less per roll. You're not going to focus. It's really smooth. 56. Okay, so here we go. What I'm doing, that's a 52. I'm just going to separate them by decade to start with, unless I see something that's a 52D. That's a 41. That's a 36. You can see how that one stood out. Did you see it? 36. This one right here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Put that over there. That's a 39S. I think we need that one. We do. That's another good find. This one. Is that a 40? That's a 1919. $49. See, this is what you'd expect when you get somebody who's not really searching. There should be at least a couple of these other ones in here. 53.
And this is just the first roll.
This is 20. Yeah, and this is just the first roll, like Sheila said. 53. 50. 47. 57. 56, 45, 46. This is a shinier one, red brown, but it's got some gunk on it. 58, 56D, 58D, 56, 53D, 1940, 46D, cat in the shot,
Yeah.
46, 47. He wants to see what we're talking about. And he's gonna sit there and watch what I do. 51, 45, 53, 51D, 46, 45, 50, 44, 26, 57. That's a reddish brown. That's in better shape than most. A little bit of scratching, but not too bad. 42, 45, 45, 44, 44, 49D. That's probably been clean. That's weird. Okay. I don't know if I like that 56. That's got some. That was a really good strike at one point. 45. It's got some edge damage. 57. 26. And 47. All right, so we got mostly 40s in that. 40s and 50s like we expect. We got two 30s. 36 and a 39S, and then we got 3 in the 20s and 2 in the teens. All right, thank you very much. What I'm going to do from here out is I'm going to go roll by roll, and I'm only going to bring you in when I find something in the 30s, the 30s or older. Everything else I'm just going to put aside. I'm going to check with the book, and then I'm going to slide all my other ones over to the side and just hang on to the newer ones, and we can go from there. All right, I'll be back. Thanks. And the second coin is a 41S. That's one I definitely need for both of my books. So it's going to be finding a home. All right, I'll come back if I find something else. And the next coin is a bright and shiny 58. See if that helps. Nope. Bright and shiny 58. There we go. Set that one aside. Figure out what we want to do with that one. That might be an upgrade. Same roll, 39. 1939. Let's run a couple more, see if we see. 53. 41. All right, 45. Right, there's another bright and shiny back here. I'm going to pluck that one out. That's 37. Let me set those over there. All right, what I'm just doing so far is while I'm doing this, I'm just putting them by mint mark as well. Make it a little easier when I come through. $50. All right, I'll be back if I find anything else, or at the end of the roll, or end of the next rolls or whatever. All right, after roll, that roll was not as good, but it was still good. Got a couple 30s. They're pretty shiny. Got one in the 20s, and it's also an S if I recall. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry. It's a 23, which is a year I don't have. I got a 49. A little dirty, but right now that's probably going to be a placeholder unless I find something better. Big stack of 40s. A couple 42D, a couple 40s in D's, and a couple of 40s in S's. Big stack. Not as big of a stack, but 50s, 50 D's, and then I found that 58 bright and shiny. I'm going to take a look at a little later. Excuse me, got the hiccups for some reason. All right, I'm gonna open up another roll. This is roll 3. I'm gonna open up another roll, and what I'm gonna do is try to get just with go with after roll recaps. Okay, so I'm gonna set the good finds over here, and then we'll go from there. All right, be right back. All right, after roll 5, what did we find? We found a 1918. We found a 1955D, bright and shiny, a little bit darker on the back, but it looks good on the front. I'll have to check and see if that'll upgrade. We found a 35, we found a 20, we found a 27. All right, I'll get back with you when I'm done with the next roll. That one's pretty though. Little edge damage. All right, so it looks like we're finding about 6 better finds per roll. We got a 30, got a 41S. We're at roll 5, by the way. We just finished it. We got a 38, a 39, another 39, 37, and a 28. We also have a 41S, a 53S, a 52S, excuse me, a 20. Try that again. Keep watching. 47S, 53S, 52S, 46S, a 41S, and a 23. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 5 rolls now and come back after 5. You see I got a whole bunch of pennies. Those are all 40s. Like I said, mostly 40s in this. All right, get back with you in a few. So this is roll 6. I just wanted to pull you in. It's a 51S, and it's in pretty nice shape here. Both sides shiny. I don't know if it's been dipped or cleaned or what, but it's a good looking coin in my book, and it's going to go in my book. So that was definitely a find in that box. So that's our 6th find that I've already gotten in this box, and I still got these to search through. We'll be back in a bit when I get to the 5 done. So I just opened roll 8, and what do I see? A 1919S. Just popped out at me. Little smuts in the back. Put that over with our finds. Get back to the hunt. All right, so we're 10 rolls in, and this 5 rolls was a little different. We ended up with a couple interesting things. This is a 48. I think I said 48. Let me look again. Well, no matter what, this is a 46S with a huge delamination in it. The rim's still there. There's no damage on the opposite side, so it wasn't done. It doesn't look like somebody took it. Actually looks, you can see the porous crystallization in the metal where it's actually broken apart. So this right here is a 198 million minted coin with an error on it, and it's a bad one. The coin's not in great shape, I get it, but that's definitely something that I'm going to flip up and hang on to. That's definitely something cool. We also got what would have to be a metal detector find that was cleaned. Definitely cool looking coin, but nothing worth anything. We got those 10. We got one 1919, which I showed you. Got a stack of 20s, stack of 30s. Then down here for our different finds, we got a $26D, a 42S, a 42S, a 45S, a 48S, a 51S in great shape, a 36D. So doing pretty good. We got a a lot of coins over here that I'm gonna have to go through and stack up and roll. But still, the 40s are definitely leading the way. All right, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and see what I can do, and I'll get back with you to decide what I'm gonna do next. So those don't go there. Roll 15, and we have a steel cent. Go ahead and finish this up. See if I can do this one-handed. A 1945 S. Is that right? Let me look at that. Yep, 1945 S. Steel cent. That's not right. I'm gonna have to look at that, but I don't think 45 S's were made. You can see copper coming through it. I wonder if this is a plated coin that just fooled me. I think that's just a plated coin because my other 45 S's isn't shiny like that. So that's probably just something that somebody messed with. Looks cool. Caught me off guard. I'll take a look at it, set it aside, make sure I'm not crazy. But it definitely looks like it's copper underneath. You can see it on the weedy as well. It's a plated coin. Got me. Next. All right, I'm going back to doing it one at a time. All right, rolls 11 through 15 have netted a whole bunch of earlier date coins. There's a 1910. Looks like somebody had it in their book at some point. A 1913. 1917, 1918, 'a little bit of damage, and another 1919. We got a whole stack of 20s, whole stack of 30s. Stack of 20s, stack of 30s. We got a 28D, a 34D, and then we got our S's. We got two 40S, 1940 S's, one 1942 S, three 1944 S's, 1945 S. It's got messed up. Another 1944 S. A 251 S's. We also have this 45 S that I showed you earlier. That I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. It looks like it's a plated. I want to pretend I'm a steel cent. All right, 5 more to go. Be back in 5 rolls, that is. Alrighty, so I just wrapped everything up. Got them all set up. There's 1,000 Wheaties. We ended up basically killing a roll. Got a couple extra pieces left over. I'll go ahead and set up. I'm going to give that to the wife for her ugly book. That's all beat up. beat the heck where she wanted it. And then this one I'm going to flip. Put that in the flip. And what else I did is I filled up the book some, just a little bit. So let's take a quick look. So basically, based on this, I went through 42 coins went in this book. These two books. So this is what it looks like now. Still lots of empty in the beginning. Check out that 17. It looks good. Second page. Third page. Stuff starting to show up here. And the last page in this book. Missing S's still. Looks good. And that was the Warman's book. And the 41 to 74 book. This one looks a little more complete because it doesn't have as much in it. Missing 5 coins on page 1. Missing 4 coins on page 2. Oh, 5, I can't count. And on page last, we are missing 3. Should I put that there? Nah, I'm gonna flip that. Actually might be worth $1. All right. Well, thanks for spending some time with me. I gotta get all this up, put it away now, and find a home for 1,000 pieces of copper. 1,000 plus. But hey, whatever. Y'all have fun. Peace, dollar out.